Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. I know some of you are still here. So I am going to talk to you about the meltdown that happened last night. It was hard to watch. It was sad. It was sickening. Um, Conscious TV needs help. He's mentally ill. There's no way around it. There's no way to say it any other way. The young man is very troubled and he needs help. Hold on, everybody. Just hold on. So it appears that I it's bad. It's bad. People, they are trying to flag every video that I have that I've made about Larry Reed. So what I'm going to do, you see this channel right here. I want you to add that channel. I'm going to do all of my videos over there. I'm not going to stop anything here. So you're just going to add me. All my subscribers to this YouTube channel and my Facebook, I need you to add me right there. I need you to add me there, and the work continues. Conscious TV. Let me cut this TV down. Conscious TV, who's accused me of being violent and mentally unstable, has said that I was a threat to Larry Reed's life. I threatened Larry Reed, all these things that weren't true. And then I played the audio of what he did the other day. And it shows just who the violent person really was. He attacked that young man. He verbally assaulted him and physically assaulted him. He's violent. He's a threat to anybody that's around him. He physically assaulted this man. This man is in the hospital. He checked himself in yesterday for protection and to get the help that he needs so he can recover and heal. Davion had posted a video saying that he was going to go on Wednesday, which would have been today at 3 o'clock. And he was going to try to just basically attack this man's character. But what he didn't know was that I already had audio evidence showing that every lie he was going to tell today was not true. So when he posted his little YouTube community post about his ex and all this negative stuff he was about to say, I said, oh no, you can't lie your way out of this one. I have the audio. And when I said that, he panicked. So he went live yesterday instead of today. But it was too late. I had already uploaded the audio. I've been given permission to use the audio. And I played it. And he didn't have a leg to stand on. And that's why he was on his live last night, rocking back and forth with a red flashlight in his face and cursing and talking all incoherent and sweating. And he was crying. He was hyperventilating and going into this frenzy. And it got so bad, his moderators were trying to calm him down and tell him to breathe. Even Andrea Garrison was trying to calm him down and tell him to breathe and take it easy. Larry called, tried to calm him down. And whatever Larry said to him on the phone set him off even worse. And he went off worse for 3 hours and 30 minutes plus. And Larry, people kept saying, I even came in. I said, man, calm down. You need to get help. I said, you need some help. And I said, Larry, get your boy. And other people started saying it too. Larry, come get your boy. Come get your boy, Larry. He's out of control. Come get your boy. So finally, Larry realized that he wasn't going to calm down. And Larry called in again. And somebody, I don't know if it was Larry or somebody else, they cash apped him. And that was the only thing that seemed to stop him from just continuing to just go into this rage. I mean, he was just going off about everything, stuff that made no sense. He had a total mental breakdown yesterday. He had a complete mental breakdown for 3.5 hours or better on his live. He snapped and crackled and popped. Hold on, I'm sorry. So he probably did. He probably did something before he went live. So, but he's not well. He's really not well. I'm not gonna make a joke about it. Uh, he was sitting there trying to play the victim and telling the guy that he tried to kill himself with bleach and that he still wants to commit and he still kind of he said his words. I still want to lightweight kill myself. He was doing all that to try to make this young man feel guilty for not wanting to be with him anymore. And it got really bad on the audios. And then last night on that live, he just lost it. I mean, he just completely lost it. It was a train wreck. It was a complete train wreck. And I don't take any pleasure in seeing somebody break down like that. I don't take any pleasure whatsoever seeing a person have a meltdown. I've had a nervous breakdown. I'm not going to rejoice in him having one. He needs help, and I know you're listening. Get the help you need. You need to check yourself into a hospital and check yourself into a drug treatment program as well. That was not healthy. What happened to you last night? Regardless of what differences you and I may have, you need help. You're a danger to yourself and you're a danger to other people. Go get the help you need and do it right away. Check yourself into the hospital. Do it today. I'm not going to sit here and make fun of you. I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to try to humiliate you. You've done some bad stuff to me, and you still continue to try to do bad stuff to me. But I would be less of a person if I didn't try to appeal to you to get help, drug treatment and mental health treatment immediately. Because if you did something to yourself and I sat by knowing that I could offer some advice or some help to you and I didn't, then that's on me. And I'm not going to do that. You need help, Davion. Davion, you need help. You need help today, not tomorrow, not the day after. You need help today. You need to check yourself in right now. Stop what you're doing. And okay, you don't like me. That's fine. For people that pretend to be your friend or they really are your friend, they need to be talking to you right now and telling, after what you did last night on that video for 3.5 hours, you need to be under a doctor's care right now. And you need to be in a drug treatment program right now. That's not a joke. That's not no YouTube beef or social media beef. That's none of that. You need help. You had a full out of mind breakdown last night. And that is not safe, and that is not healthy. That is toxic. You attacked someone yesterday. You physically attacked someone. You didn't just yell at them and curse and whatever. Everybody gets mad from time to time. You verbally and physically attacked someone. And when that person tried to leave your house to get away from you, you blocked their path and wouldn't let them leave. And then when they still got around you, you threw their stuff into the yard. You attacked this man physically. That is not healthy. That is illegal. That's against the law. And you need to address that. You have drug problems and mental health issues that you need to address right today. And just go to the hospital and admit. The first step in getting help is to admit that there's something wrong. Excuse me. Hey! Sorry. You have a problem. You have a problem and you need to get help right away. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth trying to make you feel bad or shame you and none of that. You had a full meltdown and everybody in the entire world saw you melt down. Everybody. Now, I know y'all out here been falsely flagging my videos, and I've counterclaimed both of the 2 videos that you flagged. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that's the link to my other YouTube channel. I want everybody to go over there and add me because I'm going to stop doing these videos on this channel. I'm going to use my Darrylisms YouTube channel. Add me over there. Add me over there. I'm going to from now, I'm just going to use this channel to do my film stuff. And I'm going to do everything else over on the Darrylisms. I'm going to transfer all those videos over there. And I'm going to upload them over there. I'm going to download them from here and put them up over there. And I don't know if it's drugs making him imbalanced. I think he was already mentally unstable to begin with. Of course, you know, you can see how he looks and acts and tell you that. The drugs just enhanced it. So please get help. I'm not going to sit there and pick at you. I'm not going to make fun of you. You need help, Davion. Davion, you need help. And if all the people that's lurking in the bushes right now that pretend to be his friend, you need to be telling him that yourself. You need to be like, hey man, you need to get some help. If you claim to be his friend, Larry Reed, all of Larry Reed's associates, you saw what he did last night. Larry, you had to call in there onto his show twice to try to calm him down. You need, if he's really your friend, Larry, you will tell him to go get the help that he needs for the drug abuse and for his mental health. You will tell him today that he needs to check himself in if you truly care about him. All the other people that are his subscribers and followers, you saw what he did. You saw how he was acting. There was nothing funny about what he did. He was sick. He went into a he had a psychotic break last night for 3.5 hours. And you saw it. You saw it. I have never got online and had a break like that, ever. Even Larry Reed has never done that. He needs help. He's a threat to himself, and he's a threat to other people around him. It is not safe for him to be out without being under a doctor's care. I'm not playing about that. I'm not joking about that. This is very serious. He needs to be under the care of a doctor for his mental health issues and his substance abuse issues. He needs help today, not tomorrow, not Saturday, not Friday, no other day. He needs help today. It's 3:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He needs to be at a doctor by no later than 5 o'clock, being checked in, being processed to get the help he needs. A 3-day 5150 hold. That's what he needs. This is not a plaything. This is not joking. It's nothing to joke about. My YouTube channel is in the link below. I need you to click on that. I'm going to take all my stuff off of here, and I'm going over there, and I'm going to put the videos up over there. I've been falsely flagged again by Larry because of that comedy skit where it says I said drugged and raped. So they're trying to hit me with a copyright infringement. Even though it was protected by the fair use doctrine, I still got to appeal it. That process is going to take 10 days or better. So I'm taking all the videos down and putting them up over there. So add me over there. And you're not going to stop what I'm doing because I'm going to expose you for what you're doing. I have several YouTube channels, and I'm going to still go live. You're not going to stop it. Either I go live here or I go live on Periscope or Facebook. I'm still going to expose you. So I don't make money off. You're not hurting me. I don't make money off of YouTube. I don't make any money off of YouTube. None. So from now on, when I go live, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going live from my other channel. When I'm discussing Larry Reed, I'll be doing lives from there. So you're going to have to add me over there. I don't make money off this. You guys make those Google checks. I don't. I monetize, but I got a job. I got several jobs. So this is not how I make my living. You falsely flagged the videos. I filed a counterclaim. That video where you put out claiming that I threatened Larry Reed's life, I flagged it to have it taken down. I'm just waiting for the process to run its course. I've already had some guy that created a profile using my picture called Invisible Daryl. I had that video taken down, and I've had his channel shut down. I know who's behind it. And Larry Reed, just so you know, I hold you personally responsible for everybody that's harassing me. And I've already made it plain to you what will going to happen if you keep harassing me. I've already made that plain to you what's going to happen if you keep harassing me. That's all I'm going to say on that. You know who Mr. Moore is. You know who Mr. Moore is. And if Mr. Moore has to repeat himself, it's going to be twice as bad. That's all I'm going to say. Leave me alone. I am only discussing what you've done illegally. I am not attacking you or your family. And what you're doing is going to make the situation worse. Much worse. Stop. But Davion, if he's your friend, you need to be talking to him today and tell him to get the help he needs today. He needs drug treatment, substance abuse treatment. He needs mental health treatment. He needs to be under a doctor's care right now. He needs to be under a doctor's care right now. Because what he did last night for 3 hours and 30 plus minutes, he totally melted down. He was in the dark in a house with a red flashlight with a red bulb on it, rocking back and forth, talking incoherently and just screaming at the top of his voice. He went from crying to profanity to just outbursts that made absolutely no sense. And Larry Reed himself tried to calm this boy down. The first time Larry called, it set him off. It made him get louder and angrier. He started crying and screaming and yelling at the top of his voice, hyperventilating. I don't know what Larry said to him, but it set him way off. And then it got bad. People kept saying, calm down, breathe. Andrea Garrison tried to calm him down. At first, I was just picking with him and laughing because he looked crazy. And I was like, no, this boy is really melting down. I said, this boy is having a breakdown live on YouTube. I said, dude, you need help. At first, I was just saying, stop lying. You telling lies. But then I realized that this boy is really snap, crackling, and popping. And then the dude that was sitting on the video with him, he started, because he was like, he kept looking over at the screen, and he started smoking a joint on the live. That was a complete mental breakdown, and he needs help. And if you're his friend, Larry, you're going to get on that phone and you're going to tell him to take himself to the hospital and get help immediately. All those subscribers and followers, somebody, at least 10 of you need to tell him, like, you need to go to the hospital. You need to do an intervention. He is the one that is mentally unstable. He is the one that is a violent person. He's the one, because he attacked someone yesterday. He's the one that's violent. He's the one that's mentally unstable. He is a threat to himself and people around him. Him, not me. I have never gone on a live and went off like that. I have never threatened anyone. I have never attacked anyone. But those are the lies that were told about me. I'm not here to put him down. I'm not here to rejoice in his struggles. He is sick. That young man is sick. Davion, you're sick, son. You're sick. And I'm talking to you from an older person's perspective. You're troubled, young man. You're a very troubled young man, and you need help. Now, I know you don't like me, and I know you're not going to listen to me, but at least listen to the people that claim to be your friends. Go get help. People that cared about you in the comments last night were telling you to log off, stop this video, turn it off, stop. And you wouldn't listen. You kept going on and on and on, rocking back and forth with that red light in your face, just rocking and talking out of your head. I bet you don't even realize the stuff you were saying or doing. You had a full psychotic break from reality last night. And you can make the video go silent or delete it or whatever. But the point is, I got a copy of it. And I'm sure other people made a copy of it. You had a full mental breakdown. You melted all the way down. And that was not a good thing. That was not good at all. I won't sit here and celebrate you doing that. You had a breakdown. You need to be under a doctor's care today. And I'm talking to you as someone who's had to come back from a nervous breakdown after I lost my children, after I went through the things I've gone through, cancer, being homeless, facing prison for something I didn't do. Like I said, I know what it's like to have a breakdown. You had a full breakdown yesterday. And the only way you're going to be able to bounce back from it, you have to get help from trained professionals, not some Christian counselor. Larry Reed can't help you. You need to go to a hospital facility and get the drug treatment and the mental health treatment that you need. And you need to do it today. And if anybody that's in the bushes right now that's listening and you claim to be a subscriber or a friend of Davion, you need to be talking to him right now. You need to be texting him, emailing him, inboxing him, whatever you got to do. Hey, man, go get the help that you need. This is not healthy. This is toxic. Period. All this other stuff. I have been there. I've had cancer in my neck, 6 tumors in my neck, Had two small children. I had a toddler and a newborn. I've been faced 6 years in prison for something I didn't do when they were both toddlers. I've lost two children. I've been homeless. I've been through all of that. And I've had a nervous breakdown. I've had two nervous breakdowns. But you're only gonna heal. I've never had drug problems because I don't do drugs. But I have had mental health problems and I got help for it. And you read the article because y'all put it on y'all community pages trying to make fun of me. I'm not ashamed of that. That article in Essence Magazine about me 4 years ago, I'm proud of that article because I overcame my mental health problems. I got the help that I needed, therapy, medication, lifestyle changes. That's what you got to do. That's what's ahead of you. And the only person that's in this whole equation that can help you with that is right here. Larry Reed can't help you. All them other jokers over there with you, they can't help you. I'm the only one that's been through what you're about to go through. And I'm going to put it to the side. If you call me, I'll help you. Because you somebody's child. You somebody's brother, son. I don't want to see you die. Because if you don't, at the rate you're going, you're either going to hurt yourself or you're going to hurt somebody. And if you hurt somebody, you're going to prison. Or you might get killed trying to hurt somebody else. You're not safe right now. You're not safe to yourself or anybody else. You're out of control, son. You need help. Now, all this other stuff, there was this internet talking crazy, going back and forth. That was one thing. But what I saw last night, you lost it. You lost everything. You weren't there. You were physically there, but you're not, mentally you weren't there. I feel sorry for you. I don't hate you. I feel sorry for you. And I want you to get well because there are some people that love you and care about you. But you right now are surrounded by people that are only out to use you for their personal agenda, like a Larry Reed. Larry don't care nothing about you, son. Because whatever he said to you on that phone set you all the way off last night. You was already mad because you got exposed because you were getting ready to tell a lie about this young man. And I beat you to it because I had the audio to prove that he was telling the truth and you were lying. So you was already upset about that. And then Larry called you and he said something to you on that phone and you just swiped and you snapped. And it got to the point where Larry had to call back and other people that are following you and your moderators had to try to calm you down and they couldn't get you to calm down. And finally somebody cashed out you some money and Larry got back on the phone with you and then you logged off. I don't know if what he said to you to calm you back down or what he threatened to do to you. I don't know what happened, but all I know is that you had a total psychotic break last night for 3 hours and 30 plus minutes. And that is not healthy. That is toxic for you and anybody around you. You need help. You need help right away because either you're going to hurt yourself or kill yourself or you're going to hurt somebody else. So I'm not going to go on and on and on and on and on. I'm just appealing to you to get the help that you need, young man. You need help. You have a laundry list of problems. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a trained professional in that area. But as a person that works in the medical field, I know that you have problems that you can't fix on your own. And I know you practice that witchcraft, whatever. And I believe in God. I don't know about you, but I pray for you because I don't like you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say, I don't like you, but I don't want no harm to come to you. I don't want you to die. I don't want that. Because if you die, somebody that cares about you, somebody that really cares about you will be heartbroken if something happened to you. Or if you hurt somebody and you end up in prison for the rest of your life or a very long time. You're a young man, you got your whole life ahead of you. But it starts today. It starts today. You got to get the help you need. You got to get the help you need to get well. You got people in your house living with you, abusing drugs. You doing drugs. You got mental health issues on top of your drug use. And then you're violent. You're attacking people. You're putting your hands on people. That's no way to live, son. That's not a way to live. You physically assaulting people. You're going into rages. You're getting high. And you're in your 30s. You're a young man. You're a young man. I'm 50. You haven't even made it to my age. I want you to think. Stop what you're doing. Step back and realize what you're doing to yourself. You are killing yourself, son. You are killing yourself. Now, I say little stuff like, man, damn him, da 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 da. But at the end of the day, if you die, somebody in your family is going to miss you. You got some friends, maybe not many, but somebody's going to miss you. Think about them. If you won't think about yourself, think about the people that you know for a fact care about you and the effect that it'll have on them if something happened to you. Because all them subscribers and friends that you think you got, you here today, gone tomorrow. You old news tomorrow. Nobody's listening to your shows. Nobody's subscribing to you. But forget those people. Think about the people that were there when you were just walking down the street. That grew up with you. Family, friends, real friends, not these online friends. Think about the people that have been with you from the jump. Think about the effect that of you not being here would have on them. Subscribers come and go. You think about that. You think about that. You think about that. All this YouTube stuff, all this social media back and forth bull. You are sitting out here. Let's look in the last 24 hours or better, and not even 36 hours. You have assaulted someone. You have damaged somebody's property. You have verbally and physically abused somebody and abused your own self with substances. You've committed 2 or 3 crimes. The person that you assaulted, he was trying to leave your house and you wouldn't let him leave. That's kidnapping. That's a felony. Aggravated assault because you hit them. And it's known that you have weapons in your house. That's aggravated assault and kidnapping. Those are felonies. That gets you federal time in jail. And you had drugs in the house, and then you tried to get on your live last night and said, well, I got his drugs, I got this, that, and the other. That young man couldn't have bought no drugs because when he got there, he had no money. So if any drugs he had, you bought them because you were his sole source of income. You bought everything. If he had drugs, which I doubt he did, you just put it on him. But if he had drugs, you were the one that bought them because he didn't have no money. He didn't have no money whatsoever. He didn't have no money. You did. You had the money, not him. He had no money. Right now, we're trying to get him to a safe place away from you. Get him out of town, away from you. That's what we're doing. We're getting him away from you to a safe place once he gets out of the hospital. That's what we're doing. You committed a series of crimes, damaged his property, threw it out in the yard. When he tried to leave your house, you blocked his path, wouldn't let him go. That's kidnapping. Then you hit him. That's aggravated assault. He feared for his safety. That's aggravated assault and kidnapping and damage on his property. On top of that, you had drugs in your house, weapons. You're looking at some serious jail time. You're looking at serious jail time. You need to think. That young man had to check himself into the hospital. 1, to get the help he needs, and 2, to get away from you. That was the only safe place he could go that he knew you couldn't come get him and hurt him, was the hospital. Because if he got out on the street and just walked away, you could have followed him and did something to him. You've already flashed, even though it was a BB gun, you still flashed a BB gun threatening to do something to me. So that young man, he had the presence of mind. He called 911. He said, I feel suicidal. I'm burned out. I need help. He did that and he got himself help. He got in a safe space for 3 days, minimum 3 days, if longer, if he need be. But he's in the hospital. You can't get to him. He's safe. You assaulted that man, and you verbally assaulted him and physically assaulted him. You damaged his property, and you wouldn't let him leave your house. That's kidnapping. Those charges will get you held without bond because you're a threat. You're a physical threat to someone else's safety. You need to get help, young man. You really need to get help. This is not a laughing matter. I'm not on here. You see, I'm not on here cracking jokes and all that when I'm normally cracking jokes. I'm not cracking jokes. Last night, I was cracking jokes. You know, when we were going over your audio of you acting how you was acting. But when I saw that live that you did last night, I caught the tail end of it. When you just had a red light in your face and you rocking back and forth in the dark, you had all your lights off and you just rocking back and forth and screaming and cursing and crying and all this other stuff. And people in your comments were trying to calm you down and you wouldn't calm down. Larry called you 2 times and only the first time he called set you off. The second time you chilled out after you got a cash out. I even stopped making jokes. I even tried to calm you down. Andrea Garrison was in your comments. She was trying to calm you down. Your moderators were trying to calm you down. Your subscribers and people that claim they like you, they were trying to calm you down. But you were not coming back down. You snapped. You snapped. You totally snapped. You told this young man, and I got the audio, you told this young man, we gonna work it out. You basically told him that he was gonna stay with you. You didn't give him an option, and he said, no, we're not. Yes, we are. We're going to work this out. You said that, and then the audio went on. You basically told him what he was going to do as it pertains to your relationship. He'd already made it clear that he didn't want to be with you. He told you that. He was the one that broke the relationship off. But you told everybody that you left him. You broke up with him. That's narcissism. That's you trying to have control. And when he talked on the audio, he was very clear about that. He was like, if it ain't about you, you got a problem with it. He said that in a plain voice. He didn't lie on you because at first, the first audio, you're going to, well, that's his word against Davion's. But then that second audio played where you were verbally assaulting this man. And there were breaks where you could hear where you was grabbing him and putting your hands on him again after you had already hit him earlier in the night. The evidence was right there. You attacked this man physically and verbally. And then you wouldn't let him leave your house. And then when he finally did get out the house and called a ride to come get him, you threw his stuff in the yard. He came back the next day to get the rest of his stuff. Well, not the next day, a few hours later when the sun came up. And that's when the second audio that I played happened. And then that's when he had the presence of mind to dial 911 and say, hey, I'm feeling suicidal. I need help. And they came and got him and safely removed him from your house and got him in a place where you couldn't get to him. Now we helping him to get away from you altogether. I forgot. You took his phone out of his hand during the first fight when you realized he was recording you and destroyed his phone. So then you bought him a new one, trying to figure that would be a peace offering. He had already made up his mind. As soon as he looked left and looked right, saw a way to get away from you, he was going to take it. But you confronted him again. But you called me violent. You called me mentally unstable. And what we heard on those audios proved that you're the one that's mentally unstable. And on top of being mentally unstable and violent, you're a drug addict. You do drugs, you hit people, that's violence. And you're mentally unstable. You melted down for 3.5 hours the other day. Everything you accused me of being, you manifested it yesterday within a 24-hour span. You did that. Now, Larry Reed, y'all gonna stop lying on me. Your boy snapped, crackled, and popped live yesterday on YouTube. I didn't have a thing to do with it, but most of the stuff was either directed at that young man that he assaulted or me. He was talking about the two of us. I just laughed it off at first, but now I'm like, wait a minute, no, this ain't just him cussing and being mad. He's gone. His mind is just. But y'all you used that boy and you knew that boy wasn't right in his head. And you used him to try to attack me. And now it has come back to bite you, Larry, because this boy is sick. And when they get him help, ain't no telling what he's gonna tell them doctors that you've been doing, because that's part of the recovery process. He has a group counseling, one-on-one counseling. All that stuff's gonna come out. And if they prove that you've done anything to manipulate him or control his mind, you're gonna get a knock at your door from the police. That's right. It was 3 hours and 38 minutes of him snapping, totally going off, out of his head. Totally going out of his head. Totally going out of his head. You use Davion, Conscious TV, to try to attack me because I'm telling the truth about the crimes that you've committed. You use that young man knowing he was already mentally unstable. Anybody that looks at him, you don't even have to listen to him talk. You can just look at his picture and tell he's mentally unstable. You can tell by just simply the eyeball test. Just looking at him, you can tell something not right about it. And then when he talks, that's evidence number 2. But when he did what he did last night, that was 3 strikes right there. He is insane. Look, somebody need to get a check for him, watching him. And that's not me. That's the honest truth. Who sits with a red light in their face, rocking back and forth, screaming, yelling, cursing, crying at the top of his voice for 3 hours and 38 minutes? Who does that? That's in their right mind? Nobody. And this is who you got out there as your spokesman while trying to tear me down and tear down anybody that speaks out against you. That's who you had out. That's your boy. He's called you his mentor. Well, mentor is supposed to protect the people that you're mentoring, and you're not doing that. This boy needs help, and it's time for you. If you're his mentor, hey, bro, come here. Take him to the hospital. Get in your car, drive down there to Columbia, South Carolina, and get that boy in the hospital. It's 2.5 hour drive. Go down there and get him in the hospital. He needs to be in the hospital. It's 4 o'clock your time. You need to get him in the hospital no later than 7 p.m. tonight. If he's somebody you care about. You got him over there with you, so take care of him. He's a threat. A physical threat to anybody that comes in contact with him. And anybody that he comes in contact with in his mind state, they have a right to defend themselves against him. And you know what that means. They have a right to, if he tries to attack them, to use deadly force if necessary to stop him. So if he's your friend, save his life. Because nobody's going to take being hurt when they have the ability to defend themselves. He's going to either get hurt or killed. He's not well. He's a threat to society. So you, so-called friends, real friends, family that's lurking, get him in the hospital tonight. Get him in the hospital right now. Because if he goes out and he tries to attack somebody else might just kill him. But before you lie, I didn't say I'm going to do nothing to him. I live in Ohio. I'm all the way up here in Ohio. He's over there in South Carolina. You're 2.5 hours away from him. You get on your car in Atlanta and you go I-20 east until you get to Columbia and you pull up at his house and you get him and you take him to the hospital. Or when you get there, you dial 911. You call the police, tell them it's a wellness check, and you show them the video where how he was cracking up last night, and they need to come take him in and get him evaluated. That's what you do. If you're his friend, if you're his real friend, that's what you do. There's no way he should be out and about and not getting the help he needs. There's no excuse for it. None whatsoever. There's no excuse for him to be walking around free like that. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. There's no excuse for you not to get that boy the help he needs. He's not well. He is not well at all. And having him walk around free, Um, sorry. There is no excuse for it. And again, they're trying to flag me on videos and falsely flag me and accuse me of copyright infringement. That's the only tool that it got left. It was a comedy parody. I'm appealing it, and they're going to eventually put it back up. But it's the fact that they just using, that's their last ditch effort to try to shut me down. And it won't work. But I'm just going to go take all of them, because this channel was originally created for me to do my acting anyway. So add that channel down and subscribe to that. Darrylism's Free Speech. That's the YouTube channel I'll be using from now on when I'm dealing with all things Larry Reed. And I'm going to take the videos that are on this channel and put them over there, which means they'll have zero viewership, but people will be able to click on them and watch them. And all the Jimmy Battle stuff, everything is going to go over there. So that's what I'm going to do. Because this is my acting YouTube channel. I want to keep it that way. I'm just going to move everything over there. So subscribe to the Darrylism's Free Speech. In fact, I'm going to show you the page. Hold on, I'll show it to you. So this is it. This is it right here. That's it right there. So add that channel. And I'm going to take those videos down that I had over there about William McRae. I'm going to take those down. But that's the channel you want to add. Right there. That is my channel that I'll be doing all of my stuff with over there. Just add me. And I'll be doing all of my lives from now on from that channel right there. Darrylism's Free Speech. Look it up and subscribe. Look it up and subscribe. That'll be the channel I'll be doing all things Larry Reed from, all things Andrea Garrison, or anybody else that's trying to come against me. But 8 o'clock tonight, I'll be talking about Andrea. I gotta drop a brick in the ocean, well, in the pond, as they say. Make a big wave, a big splash, and a ripple effect. But you add that channel, because that's where I'm gonna be from now, dealing with this stuff. And I'm gonna take all the videos down here and put them back over there, so they won't have any viewership. And then you can just come in there and look and look and look and look and look all your heart content, all the Jimmy Battle stuff. It's gonna take me a couple of days of doing that to re-upload all that stuff, but I got it all on my hard drive, so I'm just going to re-upload it and put them in and go from there. But I want to move away from this channel, because this is my channel. This is my channel for acting, and I just want to I want to keep it that way, because I have my channel for I have my channel here for my acting reels and clips of my work that I do, and I want to keep all of that over here, and I want everything to go over to Darrylism's. So add me, Darrylism's Free Speech. That's the channel I want you to subscribe to. Right there at the top, you see it right there. Right there, Darrylism's Free Speech. Darrylism's Free Speech. Just go on and add it. And there we go. That's Darrylism's Free Speech. So thank you. So I've already got 100 new subscribers. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I want. That's what I want. So we'll just keep it growing and keep adding and keep spreading the word. Darrylism's Free Speech. I'm going to put the description in this of this video. I'm going to put the link to that. Subscribe to my new channel, and I'm just going to keep it pushing. But let me get out of here and look at you real quick. Hey, man, I mean, seriously, you don't have to like me. Hell, I don't like you. And that's okay. It's a free country. But what I saw last night took everything from just back and forth dialogue to something real serious. You're not well. And you're a threat to yourself and the safety of other people around you. You can either hurt yourself or somebody. And do you really want that on your conscious TV? That you hurt somebody while you was out of your mind? Do you want, when you come back to reality and you realize you're in jail because you hurt somebody or killed someone? Do you want that on your mind, on your conscious TV? Do you want that on your conscience for real? Or while you out of your mind, somebody fear for their safety and they hurt or kill you. And you wake up in the hospital hurt, severely hurt. Or you don't wake up at all. That's how serious it got last night with your conduct. What happened, what you did last night. That's how serious it got. You lost your mind totally. That's what you did. You lost your mind. You actually lost your mind last night. You lost your mind last night. That's not good. That's not good at all. That is not good at all. There's nothing funny about what you did last night. I'm not making any fun about that. And if these people that are around you, that are subscribers and supporters and all that, if they care anything about you, they're gonna flood your inbox, your text messages, your phone calls, texts, emails, inbox, whatever they got to do. They're gonna keep contacting you until you check yourself in for a 5150. And if Larry Reed claims he cares about you, he's gonna prove it. He's gonna get in his car. If he can't get you on the phone, he's gonna get in his car and physically drive over there to you because you're less than 2.5 hours from him, and he's gonna get you in the hospital today. You had a meltdown last night. You can delete it, you can make it private or whatever. You had a meltdown. I got a copy of it. Other people got a copy of it. Seriously. You had a meltdown. You had a meltdown last night, and that was not cool. You assaulted the young man that we're helping to get money to get home. You assaulted him. You verbally abused him. You damaged his property. You held him against his will when he tried to leave your house. You destroyed his phone. You had to replace his phone. And then when you realized he was recording it, you said, "Oh, I'm going to tell everybody the real you. I'm going to do a live." And you had already recorded it. So you were trying to threaten and guilt trip him in the stand. And he said he didn't want to be with you. And then you laid this guilt trip on him, talking about you drank bleach and you don't have taste buds anymore because you drank bleach and all that. If you had drank bleach like that, it would have affected your voice, your vocal cords. You would have respiratory issues. You'd have problems with your lungs and all your insides. You were wrong. You snapped, son. You snapped. You snapped. You snapped yesterday. You snapped. You snapped. You don't realize it, but we all saw it. You snapped last night for 3 hours and 38 minutes. You went off. You were either talking about that guy, Brandon, or you were talking about me. You snapped. You snapped, and there was Oh no, Giselle, I'm not surprised by, because he practices witchcraft. That's not even the issue. If you didn't see the video last night, it's hard for you to even imagine what we saw. For those of us who saw it, he had a total. If I'm gonna put you in the mind of the kind of breakdown he had. Remember when Charlie Sheen had his mental breakdowns on his videos? Remember that? Remember when he had his breakdown, Charlie Sheen? Remember him? Remember when Alec Baldwin had a breakdown about his daughter? And he called his daughter all those names. He had a breakdown. Remember when Mel Gibson had a mental breakdown? But Think Charlie Sheen and Alec Baldwin. Remember when they had their breakdowns and TMZ posted it all over the place? His was worse than that. Those two put together. He was crying. He was cursing, screaming, yelling, rocking back and forth with a red light in his face. His hair was all over the place. You know, he's very vain, so his hair was all over the place. He had a total psychotic break last night. He went off, and he was not acting. He was not playing. It was a sad sight to see. For me to get here on here now and be appealing to him to get help, that lets you know just how serious it was. Because I don't like him, and he don't like me. But for me to stop what I'm doing and to talk to him and try to get him to go and check himself in, that lets you know how serious it was last night. I take mental health I'm an advocate for mental health illness and awareness. I'm an advocate for that. And I'd be less of a man if I didn't try to get him to go get himself some help. Because after what I saw last night, I literally thought he was going to either kill himself or kill somebody, or hurt himself and hurt somebody. That's what it was. That's how serious it was last night. And anybody that I've talked to since last night, they'll tell you the same thing I'm saying to you, what I said to them. I said, that boy had a complete meltdown. He snapped, crackled, and popped last night for 3 hours and 38 minutes. I want you to just put that in perspective. 3 hours and 38 minutes. 3 hours and 38 minutes, I could get in my car and drive almost to Louisville, Kentucky. Well, I'd be in the state of Kentucky, close to Louisville. Because Louisville's 300 miles from here. I'll take it back. No, it's a little farther than that. But the point is, the point I'm trying to make is, it's not that far. I could do a lot of traveling in the 3 hours and 38 minutes that he was ranting on that video. I could go from here to Chicago. I could go from here to Niagara Falls in that time. I could go to Pittsburgh on the other side of Pittsburgh in that time, because Pittsburgh's only 250 miles. I mean, seriously, he's not well. And for me to stop and appeal to him to get the help he needs, that should let you know just how serious it was. He attacked someone. He hit them. He verbally abused them. He damaged their property. When they tried to leave his house, he wouldn't let them leave. He blocked the door. That's kidnapping. He broke the man's phone. That's also more damage to property. He threw his clothes in the yard. Then the man came back to get the rest of his stuff when the sun came up. Then the argument ensued. He got this on audio. That's what I played yesterday. There were periods of time during the argument where he was grabbing the man. You could hear his clothes getting ruffled. And then he did that live video last night. And it was to the point Larry Reed had to call in 2 times. The first time when Larry called, it set him off even worse. He got even more angry. The last time when he got a cash app and Larry called, he calmed down and logged off. His moderators were trying to calm him down. I even stopped needling him and I started trying to get him to calm down. Andrea Garrison was trying to calm him down. That's how serious it was last night. But this is the man that was out here doing a video about me a week and a half ago saying that I threatened to kill Larry Reed. I threatened Larry Reed's life. I'm violent. I'm mentally unstable. That's what they've been putting out there. Him and Larry have been putting that out there nonstop. He's deranged. He's mentally unstable. He's a clout chaser. He's jealous. He's envious. All these things. He's angry. They put it all out there. But this was the guy that snapped. Not me. Him. He was the one. The trap they laid for me, he fell into it. And I don't rejoice over him having a mental breakdown. I want him to get help. Because if he don't, he's either going to hurt or kill himself, or someone else is going to, or he's going to hurt or kill someone else, or hurt or kill himself. And I don't want none of that to happen. Because it was a train wreck last night. It was a train wreck. Yeah. It was a train wreck. If you want to see the video I did, there it is. I played both audios and we discussed them last night. There it is. Yes, Jimmy, you're right. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get a whole lot worse. Oh, good. That's good news. Good. So he got out the hospital. Let me see. Hmm. Yeah, he needs a 5150. He needs a 5150. And if y'all his friends, I'm not going to rejoice in what I saw last night. I'm not going to celebrate it. I'm like, oh, that's what you get. No, none of that. Mm-mm. I know you probably expected me to do that. I'm not going to rejoice in that. I feel sorry for you. That's how I was raised. Now, if you got arrested for something, I'm like, yeah, that's what your ass get. But for you to have an out of mind experience like you did last night, you probably woke up and didn't even realize what you had done until you watched the replay. You lost it completely. A 5150 Lexus is where you go in if you volunteer and take yourself and sign yourself in. You do a 3-day psychological evaluation. They let you stay in the hospital for 3 days. They give you a series of tests and evaluations for 3 days, 72 hours. That's a voluntarily checking yourself in. Now, if the court or the police come get you because you're a threat, then you get held until a judge decides that it's okay for you to leave. And that could be 3 days up to 90 days or maybe even longer. If they view you as a threat to society or yourself, they can hold you until you're no longer a threat to society or yourself. So, um, yeah, that's what a 5150 is. Good, Deborah. That's good news. Good news. That's good news. That's what I want to hear. I want him to get out of here. I don't want him to look back. Take that boy's number out of his phone and keep it pushing. This world's a big place. Neither one of you have to see each other ever again in life. Leave each other alone. You go this way, he go that way. That's it. So because what I saw last night, actually, I ain't gonna lie, I felt sorry for you. And it hurt me because the place you went to last night, it was a sunken place. And I've been there. When my children died, I've been there. When I was homeless, I've been there. When I was in jail, facing 60 years in prison for something I didn't do, been there. When I had 6 tumors in my neck and didn't know if I was going to live to see my 2 kids go off to kindergarten, let alone graduate high school, and now they in college. Yeah. My youngest child, my third child, he's a twin. His twin didn't live. Then I lost another child. So I know what you're dealing with. I know, see, pressure busts a pipe. You're not made of steel. You're not made of stone. Everybody has a breaking point, and you reached yours yesterday. You went past it. And I don't rejoice in that. I will never celebrate that. I feel sorry for you. Now, see, all them other people, they don't know what that's like. I do. And you need to be in a hospital right now. You had a mental breakdown on top of the fact that you battling substance abuse. So you got mental breakdown and substance abuse. You got a double dose of it. The drug use only enhanced the breakdown. Yeah. See? Thank you. I got it, Black Rose. Black Rose, we need to talk, man. So I want you to email me because we need to talk. We need to really talk. So Um, I don't rejoice in what happened to you yesterday. I pity you because I know firsthand what's coming for you. I know what's ahead of you. I know. I know what's coming. Therapy ain't gonna be easy. I can't even speak for the drug part. I don't know nothing about substance abuse. I can only tell you about behavioral health recovery. That is going to be because you're going to have to face your demons, emotional demons that you've been suppressing with the wigs and the makeup and all this other stuff that you've been doing. That's just a mask of the inner pain that you never addressed from your childhood. You're going to have to deal with it. And therapy is what you're going to deal with. It's going to be a painful process. And on top of that, you got a substance abuse issue. So it's going to be hard. But you need to surround yourself with real friends, not people trying to use you for their agenda. You need to surround yourself with one real friend that's going to hold you accountable for the right things you do and the wrong things you do. You need just one. And if you can get two, you're blessed. But you need at least one person that's going to be like a sponsor, but not necessarily a sponsor, but somebody, but hey, man, you're not doing right. Stop. Somebody that loves you enough to tell you when you're wrong. That's what you need. You got a bunch of yes people that when you do wrong, they encourage you to continue to do wrong. And that's why you're in this situation right now, this morning, or today, this afternoon. That's why. Because you have been enabled. You are surrounded by enablers who encourage bad behavior. And your bad behavior almost cost you your freedom or your life yesterday. Because had that man decided to fight you back, he could have hurt you because he's a martial artist. But he remained composed and kept his hands to himself. He could have killed you with his hands. But he used restraint. He just kept blocking and deflecting and trying to stay away from you. And then when he saw out, he left the house and called for somebody to come get him. He could have just really, really hurt you or killed you, but he used restraint. And I applaud him for that. And now he's going to go home and get away from you, hopefully for good. You need an accountability person to tell you when you're wrong. So anybody that tells you you're doing right all the time, that's not your friend. You need people that are going to tell you, they love you enough to say, hey, Davion, you ain't right, boy. Stop. I got friends right now telling me, Daryl, that ain't right what you did. I get case in point. I was going headlong after Miko. I got pulled to the carpet. Daryl, Miko was right about Andrea. You need to apologize. I thought about it. Like, yeah, you're right. And I apologized. I didn't call her. I apologized publicly because I confronted her publicly. So I owed her a public apology for that one thing. Now, the other stuff, but for that one thing that she was right about, I apologized to her because I went after her. One of the reasons I went after her because I thought she was picking on Andrea Garrison, and come to find out she was 110% right about Andrea. And I said, well, since I attacked you publicly about her, I'm going to apologize to you publicly about her. You were right. I was wrong. I apologize. Please accept my apology. And I did that. And ever since I did that, I've been blessed because I apologized. And you notice she hadn't been bothering me. She hadn't been posting aborted fetuses or pictures of my house or pictures of my family. She left me alone. And I left her alone. I took the t-shirt down that I had up there. I took that down. She left me alone. I left her alone. But you don't have nobody in your life in your corner like that. But like, hey, Davion, you wrong. What you're doing is wrong. You have people, go, Davion, do this. Now, he had you at 3 o'clock in the morning posting a video that you knew wasn't the truth about me, saying that I threatened his life. All because that was his agenda to push out there. Daryl's mentally unstable. Daryl's violent. I'm afraid of Daryl. So then Andrea Garrison gets on board because Larry got something on her that she don't want out. And then King Jives comes along. He jumps on the same boat. All of them knew that it was a lie, and you knew it was a lie, but they pushed you up to do it. And you released that video at 3 in the morning. About 6 o'clock, I was up already addressing it. But that's what I'm talking about. He's your enabler. He enables your wrong behavior. You don't need him in your life. Just like this boy that going home right now, he didn't need you in his life. You were toxic. He's toxic to you. You can't get well if you're still surrounded by sickness. This is what you got to do, Davion. You get your cell phone. You get a sheet of paper and you draw a line down the middle. Everybody in your phone on the left column is the people that mean you no good. The right column is people that want to see you grow, want to see you do well. You put them on the right, everybody else on the left. All the people that's on the left, you delete them out of your phone and out of your life. I guarantee you over 2/3 of your phone will be empty by the end of the day. I don't know who this is to keep blowing up my phone. Sweet baby back real Jesus. Thank you, God. He's catching a 7 p.m. flight. I am glad. That's the best news I've heard all day. And everybody that's cash out me some money, I sincerely appreciate it. I really do. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to cash it out right now. Yes, indeed. Yep. Brendan, that's Lexus driver. That's Conscious TV's former fiance. He's going home to be in a safe environment. He's getting away. He's going to be safe. Praise God. That's what we want. 7 o'clock. He's going home. God is good. Domestic violence is wrong. Verbal abuse is wrong. And thank you all who donated. He had got enough money to get him a one-way plane ticket home. Hopefully there was a little money left over. He can buy himself something to eat where you get there and get him a hotel room for the night and get his thoughts together, or find a friend that'll let him stay and go on with his life. I'm just glad he didn't get hurt or killed. Andrea Garrison has a lot to deal with. Outstanding warrants are among them. And what she did to Victor Cousin, the whole video thing, non-existent. It's a lie. So, thank God. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for what you've done to help that young man. Thank you. Thank you to all of you. Domestic violence doesn't just happen to women. It happens to men too. At the hands of a woman or another man. And all of you that did your part to help that young man, even if you didn't donate none, you just had encouraging words. I thank you for all of it. He's safe now. He can start healing and moving on with his life because of what y'all did. Thank you for that. But yeah, y'all subscribe to my new channel. My other, not new channel, my other channel. Here it is. Here it is right here. Oh, crappy. Hold on. I'm going to put it up here so you guys can see it. This is what I want. I want you to subscribe to the new, well, my other channel. This is what I want you to subscribe to right here, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. That's it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Darrylism's Free Speech. I want you to subscribe to that new channel. Right there. Thank you. My numbers is growing. Oh, look at God. Just keep subscribing. Keep subscribing. I'm going to get that one up to 1,000. I'm going to get that one up to 1,000. I'll monetize that one. Yep. There's some videos already there. I get those viewership hours. If you feel so led by the Spirit to watch those videos, get my 4,000 hours of viewership time in. Watch those videos, even though they're a little old, because I uploaded them over there. And I'm going to put some new content over there. And we're going to keep it pushing because I'm going to get justice. And people ask me all the time, why are you going after Larry Reed? Jimmy Battles is alive. And he's able to speak for himself. I recorded him telling his story. But Michael Tripp can't tell his story. Michael Tripp committed suicide. Larry Reed got paid to cover the story up. So he tried to silence not only Jimmy Battles and he tried to silence Jimmy Battles and Michael Tripp. And Michael Tripp can't speak from the grave. So Jimmy spoke for him. I want to see that happen, Jimmy. I really do. Conscious, you do not need to consult Larry Reed for any kind of counseling. You need to go to a hospital, sir. Marcellus is busy, my life. He's busy right now doing some other things. He's doing some other things. He's doing other things. And yeah, Marcellus he'll be on probably later on tonight with me. But right now he's got some other stuff he's taking care of. And I thank all of you for your help with that young man getting Brendan home safely and the donations and everything. I really appreciate that because domestic violence is unacceptable. And oh yeah, Andrea, I'll be talking about you at 8 o'clock. In 3 hours and 29 minutes, I will be talking about you. Yeah. 3 hours and 29 minutes. And when I drop this one, oh, 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 oh. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 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 It's gonna be some, as the folks say, some tea spilling. Oh, it's gonna be some tea spilling. A whole 55-gallon drum of tea spilling. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. The gutter snipe. That's right. Andrea. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 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 She got an arrest record for assault, failure to appear, writing bad checks, telephone harassment, telecommunications harassment, outstanding warrants. If she sets foot in the state of Ohio and they spot her, she gets arrested on sight. That's why she was lying, talking about Victor's lawyers tried to get the case thrown out. She couldn't set foot in the courtroom because if she did, she'd be arrested on sight for the outstanding warrants. That's why she hasn't been going to court. That's one reason. The other reason is she lied on Victor Cousins. He didn't videotape her. There is no video out there. The man she claimed that blackmailed her and threatened to put a video out there, he's not a friend of Victor Cousins. That's her personal friend. That man only knows this guy that's supposed to have gotten charged, but you don't see a record of him being charged anywhere. That was her personal friend. He met that guy through Andrea. That is her photographer that took her modeling pics. And she got evictions on her record, 3 of them. But I'm gonna explain it all to you at 8 o'clock, or most of it. And then Marcellus is gonna take it on home Friday night. And in between, William McRae is gonna talk about you. Because he ain't through with you by a long shot. Yeah, the BDSM lady. Let me show you something. Hold on. I got a good one for you. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is good. This is good for your viewing pleasure. Check this out here. Hold on. I got one. I got a good one for y'all guys right here. Hold on. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I got something really good for you. I got something really good for you. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, indeedy, indeedy, indeedy. Yes, indeedy, indeedy, indeedy. I want y'all to read that right there. Let me take this off the screen. This is Andrea Garrison. Facebook. Read what it says. Wrinkled feet and black socks. DM me for my Patreon link. Foot fetish. Join my Patreon. Hashtag foot fetish. Hashtag join my Patreon. Hashtag kink and link. That's what she posted on her Facebook page a while back. See that foot right there? That big old foot? That long wrinkly foot of hers. Yeah, she got a BDSM Patreon. Memberships are $10, $15, and $25. Y'all thought I was lying? There it is. Inbox and ask her for the link to that Patreon. That's her. That's her right there. Don't it say Andrea Garrison? Don't you see her face in the background with that laptop in her lap and her foot stuck up in there with her sock rolled back? That's her. That's the person that said Victor Cousins videotaped her. That dude that she claimed was blackmailing her has never been charged with anything. She claims he took a plea deal. He ain't never took no plea deal. That's her personal friend. They set Victor Cousins up from the jump. And then we're going to tell you this week who Andrea got sent by to do that to that man. That man was set up by a well-known preacher. And she's what you call a high-paid call girl. He sets her out on preachers that he wants to discredit and ruin. And she's one of his members of his crew. That they go after preachers and discredit them and tear them down. Yeah. That picture you looking at, that was her on Facebook telling people to subscribe to her Patreon. Hashtag kink and link. Hashtag join my Patreon. Hashtag foot fetish. She has a BDSM, sadomasochism, bondage, and foot fetish Patreon page. Yep. Yeah. $10, $15, and $25 membership levels. Y'all are funny in these comments. That's what she doing. Well, she's telling everybody that's what she over there doing. That's what she doing over there. Yeah. She doing it big time over there. Let me blow that up just a little bit so y'all can see it some more. Let me blow that up. I hope I blew it up. I hope I didn't blow it up too big. I don't want to scare y'all. Them big footses. That's her. Yes. But this the woman that, because that man didn't want to be with her no more, she just concocted this scam. He videotaped me. Oh, I'm a victim. Ain't nobody, that man, the only thing that man's been charged with is telecommunications harassment, which is something she already has an outstanding warrant for. He called her to basically tell her, leave me the hell alone, and she filed charges against her. So he's in court answering that, and he's already said to me and Marcellus that he is not doing it. He's going to fight this to the bitter end because he has done nothing wrong. He's going to fight her to the end. She had this man, he had 2,500 members. His church is now down to 200 members. The bank is about to foreclose on the church. All because of this woman right here and her lies. And Mika was 110% right. She said that woman ruined that man's ministry and then tried to ruin that man's life because he didn't want her no more. She was never in a relationship with him. They were just having sex. Because she got sent to try to discredit and ruin that man by a well-known preacher. And we're going to talk about it this week. Miko Dooley, if you listen, you was right, sweetheart. You was 110% right about that one right there. You was right about that. And everybody, had they listened to you, a lot of this foolishness would have never happened. I'm going to try to interview him, Donna, but right now he's in litigation, so he can't talk to me on my platform. But I have had phone conversations with him, and I'm gonna make sure that his side of the story gets told this week. But there's so much y'all just don't know that she's got hidden from the public. Yeah, people pay to look at feet. If you can think of it in your head, there is somebody that has a fetish, whatever you can imagine in your head. There are people that got foot fetishes. There are people that got, I won't even say, but there's anything you can imagine. There's somebody out there that's into it, and there's somebody willing to pay to see it or do it. Thank you, Deborah, for telling them that, because he needs to get out of South Carolina tonight. I sure do, Donna. I apologize. I apologize to Donna. I mean, to Miko, because she was right. She was 110% right. She sure was. She was right. She was right about that girl. She ain't lied not one bit. She ain't tell not one lie, not one, when it came to that girl. She told the truth about Andrea, and that's why I apologized to her, because they were like, "Hey, you owe her an apology." Yes, I do. I'm not going to email one too. I came at her publicly about that girl, so I apologized publicly about that. I sure did. I sure did. I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong about something, unlike a lot of folk. Yeah, but you wait until 8 o'clock. Sweet baby back rib Jesus. That's right. That's right, Sharita. You're right. You're right, Sharita. Andrea Garrison. You're right about her. Yes, ma'am. But y'all gonna give me y'all gonna give me add me to the y'all gonna add my YouTube channel. Subscribe to the new one. Well, not the new one. It's always been there. But just gonna subscribe to it for me. And I am going to, oh, it's growing. Thank you there. Y'all keep on. I might be to 1,000 by the weekend. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep adding me, because I'm gonna keep talking about it. So am I. So am I. So am I. So am I. No, J. Cole, me and Miko ain't made up. I left her alone. She left me alone. We left each other alone. When I apologized, I guess she realized that, he apologized. So I'm gonna take the high road. And she took down her stuff that she posted about me. If you notice, the only thing she's talking about now is Andrea. So I'm gonna leave her alone. She's gonna leave me alone. Status quo. She's left other people alone. Everybody else's stuff other than Andrea. Andrea, the only person she got up right now. So that's what she's doing. I mean, because Andrea is out here doing dirt with everybody. She sure did. She sure did. But you check that out right there. Make for some interesting reading before 8 o'clock, y'all. Go check it out. I think you'll like what you see there on that link. Gonna surprise you. She can't come to Ohio. When she came to Ohio to go to court that time, she was supposed to stop and see me. We were supposed to hang out, smoke a cigar together. I ain't seen her yet. She sent me a nasty text yesterday. I told her and Jive, I said, Andrea, you tell Larry to tune in tonight. I'm gonna play conscious audio. I told Jive to tell Miko for him and her to tune in. She responded back, all you care about is trying to hurt somebody when people are dying in New York. I said, I didn't say nothing about no New York. I'm telling you to tune in, to watch. I didn't say nothing about her. And then she got mad. I said, okay. I said, I'll be dealing with you later on this week. Nah. So, yes, she will, legit doctor. Yes, she will. Donna, me too. Donna, me too. But I can't say that publicly. But I feel the same way. Hell, I put some on Miko books for that one. She had good commissary. She had the best commissary in the cell block. Sure will. Y'all click on my new channel. Y'all click on my new channel and subscribe to my new channel. Darrylism's Free Speech. It's not a new channel, but it's been there all along. And I'm going to move everything over there that's pertaining to Larry and Andre and all this other foolishness. I'm going to put it over there. Because this channel is really for my acting career and my filmmaking. So, G-Flow, yes, a lot of money was involved. A lot of things. And just tune in tonight. And as far as we're talking about this young man in Conscious TV, he has JPay records showing that Conscious TV sent him $100 a month for the entire time he was incarcerated. And I discussed that last night when his grandfather, he was caring for his grandfather's grandmother, paid him $500 a month. And he would take $100 of that and send to Brendan each month. And Brendan has records to show that he got $100 a month from Conscious TV while he was incarcerated. So yeah, there are records of all of that. Am I going to send 1050, Roxanne? Yes, I will. You know, I'll always send 1050. I send 1050 to everybody, don't I? $10.50. Well, y'all add that channel, Darrylism's Free Speech. Let me see if I got any more subscribers. I'm pretty sure I did. It's growing by the minute. It's growing by the minute. Oh, I'm still growing. 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 I am still growing. I am still growing and going. I am still growing and going. Click that like button, please. Davion, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off here because I'm at an hour and 28 minutes, but I'm going to say this real quick. Son, get in a drug treatment program and get you a good doctor for your behavioral health issues and do it today. Check yourself in, get you a 5150 and get an outpatient drug treatment program. Really, you need an inpatient one, to be honest. You need it right away and get those people out of your house. They're doing drugs too, and you can't be getting help for your drug problems and you're surrounded with other drug addicts. You need to get everybody out of your life that's abusing drugs right now. You need to do that today. That's a toxic environment that you have in your house. You got you on drugs and you got two people living with you doing drugs. That's not healthy. You can't recover surrounded by drug addicts like yourself. You can't recover from mental health issues if you're surrounded by mentally unstable people. You gotta isolate yourself. That's when the healing begins. You gotta isolate yourself and get the trained professionals, the trained licensed professionals to help you get well. That's what you got to do. Jimmy, she is up for parole 2022. Don't mean she's going to get it, but she could get out in 2022. But right now, he's telling everybody that he's raising money to hire a lawyer to try to get her convictions overturned. But she's exhausted all of her appeals. But if she goes up for parole and she stays out of trouble, chances are they'll probably let her go on and get parole in 2022. So she'll be out in 2.5 years anyway. But time will tell. And you about right, legit doctorate on that one. That's what I think too. That's why he's scared. That's why he's scared, because when she gets out, He got to take that place, and he can't do that. Keziah, here is my new web page, Keziah. I hope I'm pronouncing Keziah. That's it. Darrylism's Free Speech. That's my new page that I want you to subscribe to. That's it right there. Type in Darrylism's, one word. Darrylism's Free Speech. Free speech is one word. Darrylism's one word. Mm-hmm. And there you go. That's it right there. Type in Darrylism's Free Speech and add me. And there you'll be on the page. Let me see how many more have added me. Let's see. 246. Let's see if we got anybody else. Oh, I added 3 more. I'm up to almost 250. I'm almost 250. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's me right there. I'm up to almost 250 right now. Today is Wednesday. By probably Friday or Saturday, I have 1,000. And I'll just keep it rolling. You can't stop progress, Larry. You out here falsely flagging videos. Keep on. I'll be up. I'll be right back up there. Still giving you the business. And if I can't do it on my channel, I'll go on somebody else's. But you're gonna get this whooping. You're gonna get this whooping. You're gonna get this whooping. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get this whooping, boy. You're gonna get tore up. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get that whooping. You're gonna get that whooping. Yes, sir. You're gonna get that whooping. You will not stop what God has started. I have been called for such a time as this to bring you to the carpet and hold your feet to the fire. And I will not let up. I will not let up, sir. And William McCrae, he's an ally, and he's coming to get you too. Andrea, Conscious TV, Larry Reed, King Jazz. William McCrae has not forgotten what you've done, and he's going to hold you accountable. William McCrae was unaware of what Conscious TV did on the instructions of Larry Reed to tear him down. And I'm going to talk about that tonight when I talk about Andrea. And I might see if William McCrae can come on and talk for a little bit. I'm going to see. Don't know. But what you did was wrong. All of them, Sharita. You're right. He said he's going to get all of them. 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 He's going to get all of them. Donna, there it is right there. He's on Facebook and YouTube. Mm-hmm. All of them. Yes. William McCrae. William McCrae. Let me see here. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm up to 252 now. I'm a fourth of the way to my 1,000 person mark. Yes, sir, Bob. I think I will, J. Cole. I think I will do that. And yeah, William McCrae is on Instagram too. Jessica, it's not that he can do anything better than me. It's that William McCrae brings everybody's voice is needed and welcome in this circuit. Not just one person doing all the talking. Everybody has a voice. Everybody brings something different to the table. Whether you agree with them or not, whether you agree with me or not, we all have a right to speak our minds as long as we're telling the truth and stating facts. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna get off here now. I've spoken long enough. Mm-hmm. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm gonna do. And I will talk to you at 8 o'clock about Andrea Garrison. Oh, 6 o'clock, I'm gonna talk about justice for Matthew Rushing. We're raising money to cover his legal fees, helping his family. We're gonna talk about that. 6 o'clock. But at 8 o'clock, Andrea Garrison. So I'll see you in an hour because I'm going to talk about Matthew Rushing. And I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. See you tonight.